Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an inventory system inside of Roblox Studio. So to start, you're going to need a couple of things, and I'll let you pause the video and get these on your own. The first one is a part. Now, you're just going to name this part block for now. We're just going to do a part for now, but models will work in the inventory later. I'll teach you how to do that later on. The next thing you're going to need is two remote events in replicated storage. One called item added and one called item remove. Then you're just going to need to make a simple UI for the inventory. One, an outer frame. Next, a inner frame, which is a scrolling frame. You need to make sure it's a scrolling frame. Then you're just going to make a simple template button. It can be anything. And then you just need to insert a UI list layout in order to make it so that they're all in the list. So make your templates real quick. It just needs to be a quick little template, a little button template. And then once you have the button template, you can make it invisible because it doesn't need to be seen. So just make the button template invisible. So turn off visibility. And then we can start scripting once you have all of these. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go in server script storage and the first thing you want to do is go in server script service and you want to insert a new script. You should call this something like item handling. You can call it whatever you want, but I suggest calling it something like this just to organize. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to do game.players.playerAdded connect function player. This way you're getting the player object for the player who's joined. Then you want to do local inventory equals instance.new folder. And then you want to do inventory.parent equals player and inventory.name equals inventory. Now that you have that done, you want to do a couple more things. To start, you want to go to the inventory and you want to do inventory.childadded connect function item. Pretty much here you're just getting the item name, or just getting the item from a child that's added to the folder. And then from there, you want to do item right there. So you have the item. You want to do game.replicatedStorage.itemAdded fire client. I want to fire the client to player, and then item.name. Now, after we have that, you want to go down to this right here, the scrolling frame, and insert a new local script. You can just name the script main or control or whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. And inside the script, you want to do game.replicatedStorage.itemAdded.onClientEventConnect function item name. So that you have the item name, you want to do local button equals script.parent.template clone. So name your button that you already made template, and that will be our template for the thing. So it's basically a template of a button we're going to use. So now that you have that, you want to do button.name equals item name. You don't need to set the name. I'd suggest doing it though. I just set the name because I like to, but you don't need to set the name. You only really need to set the text. Button.text equals item name, but I set both. And then you want to do button.parent equals script.parent and button.visible equals true. That way it's basically just coding the button and creating it as a template. Now that we have that, you should create a new function inside of this, and you should do button.mouseButton1Click connect function. And now, after you do this, you should have the click function. And what you want to do is you want to do game.replicatedStorage.itemRemove fire server script you want to do button.text or button.name, depending on whichever one you set. If you set both, you can use whichever. Just get name or text, depending on which one you set. And then you want to do button destroy to get rid of the button. So now that you have the main script done over here, you want to go back to item handling, and you want to do a new remote event. You want to do game.replicatedStorage.itemRemove.onServerEvent connect function player or player, comma, item name. So now you gotta get the item from the player's inventory. So you want to do local item equals player.inventory wait for child item name. So once it gets the item, then it will just have the item here from the inventory. And now what you want to do is you want to do item.position equals, now you can do this anywhere in the player.character.leftFoot.position. I do it at the left foot, so it's like you just dropped it. Left foot that position, and then you want to do a little bit of offset. You don't have to. I'm just doing a little bit of offset with vector 3. That way it's a little bit farther away from the foot. It's not just directly on the foot. And so you have that done. Now I want to do item.parent equals game.workspace, or you can just do workspace. I do game.workspace. So to do item.parent equals game.workspace. And then you should have the item right there. It's in workspace now. And now we have our item over here. So with this item right here, what you want to do is you want to insert a click detector to it, and you want to insert a new script. Now in the script, you want to get the fire from the, now in the script, you want to get the triggered on the click detector. So what you need to do is you need to do script.parent.clickDetector.mouseClick connect function player. This way you're getting the player from whoever clicked it. And now you want to do script.parent.parent equals player.inventory, and there you have it. There's the inventory. So now if we go ahead and press play, as you can see inside of the player, right here we have the inventory. Pick it up. Now we have our block here. See? Now we click it again. It leaves right here. It's right here. Now maybe you suggest adding a little more offset because it's directly under the foot. So maybe to add like a little bit of a 3 offset. I don't know. You can really set this however you want. And so now you basically just have your inventory system. You have your block. There it is. Dropped it. Now it's like that. See, it's coming away from your left foot a little bit. Maybe you want to do a little bit left offset. I'm not in charge of that. You can just do whatever you want for that. But the next thing you can do is you can make it for models. So as you can see, this is only a part. When you're clicking this, it's just a part. But you can do it for a model too, and I'll teach you how to do that in a bit. First, we just have to make our model. So you need to make a part, and then you need to make another part. Just make 2 parts, and you can just like put them together here. You can make this any way you click. It can be any model you want. Now, the only thing you need to do about this is you need to make sure to set a primary part C-frame. So you can just do whatever you want with these 3 parts. But the most important thing is you group them into a model. You can press Control G to do that. Then you want to name it. I'm just going to name it model. Now I'll name it like item. And then you want to make sure the primary part is set. So I'll just set it to whatever this is. This is the part that's going to be moved. So now that we have this primary part, this is the part that it's moved by. We have this item. We can put it in workspace. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to insert a click detector into this. Now, just move the click detector you have from your other block or whatever. You can move that into this, or you can just copy it over. So if you duplicate this, you can move it over into this one right here. And if you just put it inside the model, it means if you click anywhere, it'll show. So you just have that. Now, you're going to have to make a small adjustment. You're going to have to go over to this thing, and you want to do, if item is a model, then you want to go item.set primary part C-frame player.character.leftFoot.position plus vector 3 whatever this was. So then you just have that. Then you want to do an else line. So if it's not a model, that's a part, and then you want to do that right there. So then if you go ahead and test this, it should probably work. So as you can see, we have our block. We can drop that. And we have our item. We can drop that. Oh, but yes, there is a problem, which is you need to do a C-frame plus vector instead of position. Sorry, my bad. So now you go over to this thing, and you have your item, which you can drop and pick up. Then you can, probably should have anchored that. You can pick up both items. You can drop the block. You can drop the item. So yeah, there's your inventory system. And make sure to like the video if you enjoyed. If this was helpful to you, make sure to share it to some friends so they know how to do it too. Thank you all for watching, and if you have any ideas, comment them down below, and I'll think about them in the next video. Thank you for watching.